Someone taking endless selfies versus someone quietly helping others without documenting it. What if I told you that the person with 1 million followers could be the loneliest, most lost soul in the room? What if the greatest barrier to your growth isn't your circumstances, but your ego? Sophia is an influencer climber. She obsessively curating her image, chasing likes, bragging about achievements, convinced of her superiority. Sophia had built an empire of admiration. Thousands hung on her every word, every post, every carefully crafted moment. But what happens when your worth depends on strangers' approval? Can you be loved by everyone and still hate yourself? David is the quiet student. He listens more than he speaks, asks questions instead of giving answers, helps others without posting about it. While Sophia collected followers, David collected wisdom. While she built her brand, he built his character. 2 paths, 2 philosophies, but only one leads to lasting fulfillment. What if the person everyone overlooks is actually the wisest person in the room? One day her colleagues criticize Sophia. She becomes defensive about the criticism, can't admit mistakes, surrounds herself with yes people, losing real friendships. Ego whispers the most dangerous lie: you are better than you really are. This delusion blinds us to reality and blocks our ability to grow. What happens when the very thing that makes you feel special actually makes you small? David admitting when he's wrong, learning from failures, seeking mentorship, building genuine relationships. Ancient wisdom teaches the empty cup receives the most water. David's willingness to be empty made him infinitely full. What if your greatest strength is admitting your greatest weaknesses? Sophia makes a public mistake. Ego prevents her from apologizing, loses sponsorships, followers turn against her. Ego built her throne, but ego also became her prison. When pride goes before a fall, the landing is always harder. Can you survive success if you can't survive failure? David gets an opportunity that could make him famous, but requires compromising his values. True character is revealed not when the spotlight is on you, but when you choose to step out of it. Would you rather be celebrated or be authentic? Sophia experienced a rock-bottom moment. She is alone, abandoned by fair-weather friends, forced to confront her emptiness. Sometimes you have to lose everything you thought defined you to discover who you actually are. What remains when all your external validation disappears? David mentors Sophia, teaches her about intellectual humility and genuine connection. The wise person knows that admitting "I don't know" is the beginning of all knowledge. Sophia was about to become a student again. What if your teacher appears in the form of your opposite? Sophia starts apologizing, learning from others, asking questions instead of pretending to have answers. She discovered that stepping down from her pedestal didn't diminish her. It finally let her touch the ground where real life happens. What becomes possible when you stop trying to be right and start trying to learn? Sophia and David working together, both growing, both teaching each other different aspects of wisdom. One learned that humility isn't weakness, it's the strongest foundation for growth. The other learned that confidence without arrogance is possible. Sophia and David are learning and grow together. The sages taught pride goes before destruction and a haughty spirit before stumbling. But they also taught that in humility we find the seed of all wisdom. Sophia and David look transformed and authentic. Ego is the enemy of wisdom, for it blocks the heart from learning and keeps the spirit small, while true wisdom grows only in the garden of humility. Sophia and David, now both balanced and wise. Right now, pause. Ask yourself, am I trying to look smart, or am I trying to become wise? Am I defending my ego, or am I feeding my soul? The choice you make determines your future. Your ego tells you that you're better than others. Your soul whispers that you're connected to others. Listen to your soul. That's where wisdom lives. Today, do something your ego hates. Admit you were wrong about something. Ask someone to teach you, or compliment someone without expecting anything back. That's how wisdom grows. Network of people learning from each other, growing together in humility. If this message humbled your heart in the best way, share it with someone trapped in their own ego. Let's build a community where wisdom matters more than being right. Like, if you're ready to choose wisdom over ego, subscribe to join our community of humble learners. And remember, the wisest people know they still have everything to learn.